There's something timeless about The Conjuring. This movie doesn't just rely on jump scares, it creeps into our mind and lingers in our thoughts. Today we bring a bunch of scary horrors like Conjuring to make the darkness in your own room feel alive. From chilling ghost stories to terrifying exorcisms, these 12 scariest horror films deliver the same spine-tingling terror as The Conjuring. So, gather your holy water and don't forget to comment with your favorite pick and hit that subscribe button. Hereditary.
Raise your voice at me! I am your mother! Please stop! Mom, what's happening? Make it stop! Make it stop!
Hereditary is a classic modern example of unsettling horrors. Released in 2018, this film is directed by Ari Aster and stars Toni Collette, Alex Wolff, and Millie Shapiro. At first, the movie will give you the vibe of a family drama dealing with grief, but as strange events begin to unfold, it slowly becomes a terrifying legacy of demonic forces. The film takes a turn when Annie's mother dies and her family begins to experience horrifying visions and sinister presences, ultimately uncovering secrets tied to a cult.
Are you okay? Charlie? Lisa. Charlie!
Unlike traditional haunted house films, Hereditary uses atmosphere and shocking imagery to shake viewers to their core. Toni Collette's performance received widespread acclaim, getting appreciation for how she portrayed Annie's descent into madness. The film is hailed as one of the scariest films of the decade. For anyone who craves scary horror like Conjuring, Hereditary is a must-watch. Insidious.
Bugs.
I don't think bad wiring is the problem here.
I want to leave. I want to leave this house.
James Wan at the steering. Insidious is straight from the creator of the Conjuring universe. Insidious came out in 2010 and has set a new standard for supernatural horror. The film follows Josh and Renee, played respectively by Patrick Wilson and Rose Byrne. When their son Dalton mysteriously falls into a coma, they soon discover he is trapped in a spirit realm, while their home becomes plagued by terrifying demons. The movie is praised for its eerie sound design, unsettling atmosphere, and the now iconic red-faced demon that startled audiences everywhere.
I know someone who can help.
We took tri-field and EMF readings of the whole house.
What makes Insidious so effective is its blend of family drama with spine-chilling supernatural threats. While it didn't win big awards, it launched a hugely successful franchise that continues to scare audiences today. If you're looking for scary horror like Conjuring, Insidious is the perfect pick. It's from the same mastermind, filled with shocking twists, and it proves that the horrors we can't see are often the most terrifying. Sinister. If you enjoy scary horrors like Conjuring, Sinister hits the same sweet spot. This film came out in 2012, directed by Scott Derrickson and starring Ethan Hawke. Taking up the role of a true crime writer, Ethan's character moves his family into a house with a horrifying past. While searching for inspiration, he discovers a box of home movies in the attic. These films reveal brutal murders connected to a mysterious entity known as Bughuul.
What's the matter? What's happened?
Get the kids, pack the car. We have to leave here now.
What follows is a descent into pure dread. Each reel uncovers more grisly truths and terrifying events. Praised for its chilling atmosphere, this film is often called one of the scariest films in recent years. In fact, a scientific study ranked Sinister as the most frightening horror movie ever made, based on audience heart rates. Sinister is the kind of film that makes you glance nervously at your own attic. Oculus. Directed by Mike Flanagan, Oculus blends psychological and supernatural horror into a unique, haunting story. The film stars Karen Gillan and Brenton Thwaites as siblings, who try to prove that an antique mirror is behind the horrific events that destroyed their family years ago. The story jumps between past and present, creating a disorienting, nightmare-like experience where reality mixes with terrifying hallucinations. The mirror becomes the true villain, playing with the siblings' minds until they can no longer trust what's real and what's not. The film is praised for its originality and Flanagan's ability to turn a simple haunted object into a deeply disturbing tale. For fans of scary horror like Conjuring, Oculus delivers an unnerving mix of psychological breakdowns and supernatural evil. It's the kind of horror that doesn't just scare you in the moment, it lingers in your mind, making you question your own senses. The Orphanage. The Orphanage was released in 2007, combining mystery and emotion with terrifying suspense. Directed by J.A. Bayona, this Spanish Gothic horror stars Belén Rueda as Laura, a woman who returns to the orphanage where she grew up. Her intention is to turn it into a home for disabled children. But when her adopted son goes missing, Laura begins to suspect the place is haunted by restless spirits. Winning several Goya Awards in Spain, the film is critically acclaimed worldwide. What makes The Orphanage special is its ability to tell a heart-wrenching story through a chilling, ghostly experience. The story is both emotionally devastating and deeply terrifying. This film delivers the same combination of supernatural chills and emotional weight like Conjuring, proving horror isn't just about fear. The Haunting in Connecticut.
Bats! I have to get my son!
Released in 2009 and directed by Peter Cornwell, The Haunting in Connecticut is based on alleged true events that took place in the 1980s. The story follows the Campbell family, who move closer to a hospital for their son's cancer treatments. But their new home turns out to have a horrifying past. It was once a funeral parlor, and soon, the family encounters terrifying supernatural phenomena that slowly spirals out of control. Starring Virginia Madsen, Kyle Gallner, and Elias Koteas, the film is praised for the casting and their strong performances.
You must get out now!
Audiences praised its chilling atmosphere, especially for its blend of family struggles with paranormal terror. This movie brings you a story rooted in true-life hauntings, packed with ghostly visions. Delivering some of the most horrific scenes in horror history, The Haunting in Connecticut earns its place among modern supernatural classics. The Rite. Scary horror like Conjuring is your taste, The Rite deserves a watch. This 2011 film directed by Mikael Hofstrom is a supernatural horror inspired by true events and exorcism cases from the Vatican. Starring Anthony Hopkins, Colin O'Donoghue, and Alice Braga, the film tells the story of Michael, a skeptical seminary student sent to Rome to train in the rituals of exorcism. There, he meets Father Lucas, a veteran exorcist whose faith and sanity are tested when they face a particularly dangerous possession.
Be careful, Michael. Choosing not to believe in the devil won't protect you from him.
Hopkins delivers a chilling performance as the father, balancing wisdom with charisma and horrifying unpredictability. The movie was noted for blending theological questions with classic possession scares, offering more substance than your average horror flick. It combines the intensity of spiritual warfare with real-life inspiration, making you question whether evil forces could exist closer to reality than we'd like to believe. The Exorcist.
That thing isn't my daughter.
It is he who commands you! The power of Christ compels you!
We can't keep The Exorcist out from a list of classic horrors. This is one of the most legendary horror films ever made, which remains a benchmark for the genre. Directed by William Friedkin and based on William Peter Blatty's novel, it tells the story of young Regan McNeil, who begins exhibiting terrifying signs of demonic possession. Linda Blair plays the role of the 12-year-old Regan with sheer perfection, as Ellen Burstyn plays her mother. Seeking help from priests Father Marin and Father Karras, the story leads to one of the most iconic exorcism battles in cinema history.
You will mix lies with the truth.
Why, Jimmy?
To attack us. Do not listen.
Upon its release, the film shocked audiences worldwide with its disturbing imagery and unflinching portrayal of possession. It went on to win 2 Academy Awards and is still considered one of the greatest horror films of all time. Linda Blair's performance as Regan remains unforgettable, from her chilling voice to her unsettling body contortions. For anyone who loves scary horror like Conjuring, this is a must-watch because without The Exorcist, there may not have been a Conjuring at all. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Scott Derrickson's. The Exorcism of Emily Rose is based on the true story of Anneliese Michel, a German woman who went through Catholic exorcism rites during the year before her death. The film blends courtroom drama with supernatural horror, starring Jennifer Carpenter as Emily. The movie portrays Emily's experience when she undergoes the terrifying possession, and when the priest attempts her exorcism. Tom Wilkinson plays the priest who is accused of negligence for Emily's death. Unlike many possession films, this one focuses equally on the legal battle and the haunting flashbacks of Emily's ordeal. Jennifer Carpenter's physical performance is unforgettable, as her body contortions and screams remain among the most disturbing in horror cinema. The movie earned Carpenter a lot of praise and cemented her as one of horror's standout performers. If you're searching for a scary horror like Conjuring, this one fits perfectly, mixing questions of faith and the supernatural. Malasaña.
¿Quién vivió en la casa?
Released in 2020, Malasaña 32 is a Spanish supernatural horror directed by Albert Pinto. Inspired by true events, the story follows a family in 1970s Madrid who move into a seemingly affordable home, only to discover that they are not alone. The house turns out to be plagued with sinister paranormal forces, and the family becomes trapped in a terrifying nightmare. The film stars Begoña Vargas, Ivan Marcos, and Beatriz Segura, with strong performances that ground the supernatural scares in relatable family struggles.
Vivo en la calle Manuela Malasaña 32.
The retro setting of Malasaña 32 sets the film apart, which adds a nostalgic yet eerie atmosphere to the story. It earned appreciation from horror fans worldwide for its blend of old-school haunted house chills with modern cinematic style. This hidden gem captures that same sense of a family battling unseen evil forces, like we have seen in Conjuring. Ouija: Origin of Evil.
She's experiencing something amazing!
I believe she is channeling powers.
Another film by Mike Flanagan, Ouija. Origin of Evil is a prequel to the original Ouija film. This 2016 release stands on its own as a genuinely creepy tale. Set in 1967, it follows a widowed mother, played by Elizabeth Reeser, and her daughters, who run a fake seance business. Things take a horrifying turn when they incorporate a Ouija board into their act and accidentally invite real spirits into their lives.
Good night, Romeo.
This classic accidental summoning story stars Lulu Wilson, whose performance as the possessed daughter is both chilling and heartbreaking. Praising Flanagan's direction and the movie's period details, fans of scary horror loved it for its terrifying possession scenes. With strong characters and an emotional core, it's a rare case where a horror prequel outshines the original. The Changeling.
But only a few can really terrify you.
Ending the list with a true classic, The Changeling is a 1980 Canadian supernatural horror directed by Peter Medak. Starring George C. Scott as John Russell, the movie tells us the story of a composer grieving the tragic loss of his wife and daughter. Moving into an old mansion, he begins experiencing strange occurrences that lead him to uncover the dark history of the house. Unlike modern horror, The Changeling builds its terror slowly, relying on atmosphere and eerie sound design.
What do you want from me?
Many films will frighten you.
It has been praised for decades as one of the finest ghost stories ever filmed, influencing countless later works, including movies like The Conjuring. For fans of the horror genre, The Changeling proves that even without modern effects, a well-told ghost story can be just as terrifying and unforgettable.